Stanford destroyed some poor team. I don't know, 13, 14, nothing. I don't know, something ridiculous in the NCAA tournament. That's not a good thing. It's not like, oh, Stanford's that good. No, the women's game is that bad. Why is that happening? How do you lose by double digits in the NCAA tournament? How'd that team even get in? No team should get destroyed like that in the NCAA tournament Division I. That just doesn't make sense. Other than we have a real epidemic of garbage soccer being developed in the women's game and the girls' game. The poor girls playing soccer in America, they're being coached by a bunch of freaking male coaches that say this: get stuck in, get a body on her. Garbage. What are we teaching? And you wonder why you have concussion problems. Football's number one, and number two is, drum roll please, girls soccer. Are you kidding me? A couple reasons for that is the way the girls are being coached, the lack of technique. They're going full speed into it because their coach told them to, and these coaches sitting there flipping chair, go get stuck in. I heard, no joke, there's a Division I coach, I won't say the school, that they're to get ready for their game, they would do standing up kind of jiu-jitsu where they would, whoever could pin their opponent. So basically they're wrestling and they had to like throw their teammate on the ground or pin them on the ground from the standing position. The first day they do it, this is no joke, this has actually happened. They threw their player to the ground, or their teammate to the ground, injuring the player, dislocating her elbow or something happened to her elbow. And now she's out for that game and injured, and now I don't even know if she finished the season. That happened the first day they do that stupid, weird exercise. And then guess what? They did it again the following day. What kind of moron do you have to be as a coach? A big moron. If that was my daughter and they did some weird jiu-jitsu, wrestling, pin your partner to the ground to get ready for the game, get all psyched up for their game, should be fired. I would fire you so fast. And if I was a parent, I would call the AD. I would set up a meeting. I would sue the school. I would go nuts. And I'm not about lawsuits and stuff, but that is ridiculous. You tell me where you learned that. Where do you learn that? I've never heard of that before. I heard of like slapping the knees and stuff and kind of getting ready, but wrestling, where you're throwing your opponent to the ground to get them psyched up or whatever. What, are you kidding me? But that's what we got. We made women's soccer, girls soccer about aggression, about getting stuck in, about putting a body on her. What the flip are we doing? And then we have concussions. And I bet you half of them, half are real. Other half are fake because they crash or whatever. They have a headache and they're like, I have a headache. They don't want to play. Why would you want to play? If you could find an excuse not to play, it's like saying, oh, my back hurts. I have a concussion. Yeah, of course they have a concussion. They don't want to play. Why would they want to play soccer in that environment? Soccer is supposed to be the beautiful game. Well, sorry, we're going to have to interrupt this podcast for a message from me. Go to CoachCameron.com and learn everything you need to know about me and everything I do in soccer. You can find it on CoachCameron.com. You can also learn more about Anchor. Anchor.fm is where I broadcast from. It's a free app. You can do it anywhere in the world, and it's free. And you can make money off it as well. I'm making money right now on this advertisement I'm doing for Anchor. So download anchor.fm today from your app store. Soccer being played in America is not the beautiful game, especially on the women's side, especially when it's run by a bunch of male coaches. No offense to men. I coach girls soccer at Millennium, but I have a different approach to it. But what are we doing? Get stuck in. Go through her. Why would you use those words? So you can add a win to your record by beating up the other opponent? It's so disgusting. Yeah, I get the game gets physical and all that stuff, especially by playoff time or whatever. But every game has technique is a must for everybody. And if not everyone has technique, then the technical ones can't survive. It is an epidemic of crazy, and it's ruining the game. Soccer is not fun. I'm telling you, soccer is not fun if it's about running and kicking people and going through people and doing weird stand-up jiu-jitsu and trying to pin your teammate down so they can dislocate their elbow. That is not fun. It's not fun. Why would they play soccer ever again? I get there's running and all that. I hated soccer, except for game day, because I got to touch the ball, I got to score goals, I got to do things. Aggression is a natural thing that's gonna happen. Just some have it. Just everyone needs technique. Everyone needs to be technical. So the women's national team, the leaders of our sport, current players and past, the ones that, Megan Rapinoe, the Megan Rapinos of the world that really are the face of women's soccer in America. Okay, I get you're going to fight over wage gap. Congrats. Yeah, fight for what you think you need on that end, but start changing the game. Start talking about the importance of getting our young girls, our young daughters, our young players in America on the female side to be more technical. Why is that not a priority? Because they're being abused. And if you don't see the abuse happening, if you go to an ECNL or DA event where a lot of the athletes are, and you're not cringing, like literally looking away because you're about to see a train wreck, that's a problem. That shouldn't happen that much, but it does. We have problems, and if you don't see the writing on the wall, you're crazy. Because when the rest of the world decides, you know what, let's put money into the female game, guess what, women's national team, you're gonna be just like the men, because it's about culture. You come from the same culture as the men's side. The difference is our men's national team that gets destroyed and ridiculed nonstop for losing, they're competing with a whole different animal that's paid. They're dealing with it. When women across the world get more and more freedom and they start funding it, the women's national team's in big trouble. So let's get ahead of it and let's do a big promotion with your celebrity ability and get the girls in America to be more technical. Get them to have a love affair with the ball so they don't experience horrible things when they play real players, because they actually funded it appropriately. So anyways, these are my messages on this gloomy day in Arizona. What the heck? It's like Seattle out here. The heat is gone. The snow is coming. Not to Phoenix, but everywhere else. All right. Have a great day. Goodbye.